88.4.
Aucun autre Dieu, aucun autre roi, donne guérison, donne paix et joie, ouvrons-lui nos bras. Abba. Aucun autre Dieu, aucun autre roi, donne guérison, donne paix et joie, ouvrons-lui nos bras. Abba. Aucun autre Dieu, aucun autre roi, donne guérison, donne paix et joie, ouvrons-lui nos bras. Abba. Aucun autre Dieu, aucun autre roi, donne guérison, donne paix et joie, ouvrons-lui nos bras. Abba. Abba. Tu nous prends dans tes bras. Oh, Abba. Abba. Nous avons foi en toi. Aucun autre Dieu, aucun autre roi, donne guérison, donne paix et joie, ouvrons-lui nos bras. Abba. Aucun autre Dieu, aucun autre roi, donne guérison, donne paix et joie, ouvrons-lui nos bras. Abba. Tu nous prends dans tes bras. Oh, Abba. Abba. Nous avons foi en toi. Je me jette à tes pieds, Seigneur. Viens vite à mon secours. J'ai tant besoin de toi, Seigneur. Toi seul est mon recours. Je dépose à tes pieds, Seigneur, toutes mes maladies. J'ai toute foi en toi, Seigneur, en tout ce que tu dis. Dis seulement un mot et je serai guéri. Oui, seulement un serai guéri. Oui, seulement un mot et je serai guéri. Dis seulement un mot. Tout est possible, tout est possible à celui qui croit. Au nom de Jésus, rien d'impossible. Oui, je crois en toi. Tout est possible, tout est possible à celui qui croit. Au nom de Jésus, rien d'impossible. Oui, je crois en toi. Tout est possible à celui qui croit. Au nom de Jésus, rien d'impossible. Oui, je crois en toi. Ton amour infini, nous ramène à la vie. Pour que tombent nos obstacles, tu viens faire des miracles. Tout est possible à celui qui croit. Au nom de Jésus, rien d'impossible. Oui, je crois en toi. Tout est possible à celui qui croit. Au nom de Jésus, rien d'impossible. Oui, je crois en toi. Et nos chaînes tomberont à l'écho de ton nom. À ta voix, tout s'éveille, et les morts se relèvent. Tout est possible à celui qui croit. Au nom de Jésus, rien d'impossible. Oui, je crois en toi. Tout est possible à celui qui croit. Au nom de Jésus, rien d'impossible. Oui, je crois en toi. Tout est possible à celui qui croit. Au nom de Jésus, rien d'impossible. Oui, je crois en toi. Dans le nom de Jésus, tout est possible. 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 Dans le nom de Jésus, tout est possible.
Laudetur Jesus Christus, praised be Jesus Christ. Welcome to this live broadcast of the Peace Meeting with the Bamenda community with Pope Leo XIV from the Cathedral of Saint-Joseph, the Vatican News app, Vatican News English YouTube channel, or our Facebook Live feed. And to all of you joining us through all of our media partners, EWTN TV, Catholic Faith Network in America, Salt Light TV, Shalom World TV, Admiral TV, Catholic TV, and Mada TV, a very special welcome to all of you.
Descends sur nous, viens, Saint-Esprit, viens, feu éternel, embrase-nous, viens, Saint-Esprit, viens, touche la terre, descends sur nous, viens, Saint-Esprit, viens, amour du Père, embrase-nous, sois le feu qui me guérit, sois l'amour qui me bénit, voici mon cœur, voici mon cœur, viens déverser ta tendresse au milieu de mes faiblesses, je n'ai plus peur, je n'ai plus peur, viens, Saint-Esprit, viens, fends l'atmosphère, descends sur nous.
Visit, which began yesterday in Yaoundé. The satisfactions operating Cameroon's Anglophone regions on Tuesday announced a temporary cessation of hostilities.
S'il te plaît, Sainte Vierge, obtiens-nous de Jésus de faire un beau silence pour habiter chez lui. Marie, tendresse dans nos vies,
Arrived in Bamenda, the main city in the western
Marie, chemin qui mène à lui.
The announcement of the cessation of hostilities
Ton
was by
oui
the alliance
fleurit dans notre vie.
of de-escalation.
Merci
Ravaged 50
pour
countries
ce
in West
cadeau
regions for
béni.
almost a decade. 4 years of fighting for an independent state,
S'il
which
te
emerged
plaît,
from
Sainte Vierge,
has led to widespread violence
obtiens-nous de
against
Jésus
to have this
de vivre en sa présence
meeting for peace with Pope Leo
pour
during
mieux
his
lui
visit
dire
to
oui.
Bamenda.
Marie, tendresse dans nos vies. Marie, chemin qui mène à lui. Ton oui fleurit dans notre vie. Merci pour ce cadeau béni. S'il te plaît, Sainte Vierge, obtiens-nous de Jésus de choisir l'espérance pour fleurir l'aujourd'hui.
Reflected on the Pope's visit and
Marie, tendresse dans nos vies.
with a great joy to feel
Marie, chemin qui mène à lui. Ton oui fleurit dans notre vie. Merci pour ce cadeau béni.
Naya.
S'il te plaît, Sainte Vierge, obtiens-nous de Jésus de choisir l'espérance pour fleurir l'aujourd'hui. Marie, tendresse dans nos vies.
Just now, and so the audio has been cutting.
Marie, chemin qui mène à lui.
We're hearing that is the welcome message from the Archbishop
Ton
of Bamenda.
oui fleurit dans notre vie. Merci pour ce cadeau béni.
And part of this meeting for
S'il
peace
te
with the
plaît,
Pope
Sainte
is
Vierge,
words of the Archbishop as well as
obtiens-nous de
number
Jésus
hymns from the
de vivre en sa
Saint Peter being addressed to us today. The people of Bamenda, when he said, Bamenda people, you are a chosen race.
Marie, chemin qui mène à lui.
You are a royal priesthood,
Ton oui
a consecrated
dans
nation,
notre vie.
a people set apart
Merci pour ce
to
que
sing the praises of Yahweh, who called you out of darkness into his own wonderful light. Most Holy Father, you have come to visit us at a time when the people of this ecclesiastical province,
Marie est venue vers
corresponding to the civil territorial circumscription of the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, need your presence and your
Par toi
comfort
nous
most.
sont ouvertes les portes du jardin.
We have seen a lot of suffering
Étoile
for the
du
past
matin.
8 years. Many of our people have suffered a lot
Ô toi,
from a situation they did not create. Thousands are either internally displaced or escaped as refugees. Businesses were shut down, and for about 4 years, our children were not allowed to go to school. Children were used as a political bait. Many priests, religious, and bishops of this province have either been harassed, beaten, kidnapped, or even killed in this conflict. Yet, the church continues to carry the gospel as the light of hope among a traumatized people. Many women have been rendered widows, children orphaned, and many people rendered homeless by this crisis. Most Holy Father, today that your feet are standing on the soil of Bamenda, that has drunk the blood of many of our children, we in Bamenda can address ourselves in the messianic words of the prophet Isaiah. A people that walked in darkness has seen a great light. On those who live in the land of deep shadow, a light has shone. You have made their gladness greater. You have made their joy increase. They rejoice in your presence as men rejoice at the harvest time, as men are happy when they are dividing the spoils. We are happy because in this time of crisis, we see you as a messenger of peace. We see you as an ambassador of reconciliation. We see you as a promoter of justice. We see in you the presence of God himself among us, who has come to visit his people like the dawn from on high. Even if the Holy Father says nothing today, his presence is a consoling presence. His blessings bring peace, and his words come like anointing on the wounds of those who are bleeding. With your presence here, Holy Father, I can confidently say, now is the time for peace. Most Holy Father, we shall not waste the chance that your presence here offers us to continue to work for peace and justice and reconciliation. We are sure that your coming to Bamenda is like the rain that never falls to the earth without watering the ground, so too we believe that your visit will not leave us to continue fighting, but to start loving one another. In this cathedral are gathered traditional rulers, brothers and sisters from the Protestant churches, members of the Islamic religion, priests, religious, catechists, seminarians, and members of Christ's lay faithful from the northwest and southwest regions, making up the 5 dioceses of this ecclesiastical province. We have lived this situation together. There is no Catholic peace. There is no Islamic peace. There is no Protestant peace. Peace is peace. And all of us are seeking peace. Some of these, our brothers, will share their experiences of what they have lived the past 8 years. Have a nice stay among us in Bamenda, Holy Father. Welcome to Bamenda, and we beg for your blessing.
And after the words of the Archbishop, we hear the choir singing a hymn ahead of more testimonies.
Les larmes aux yeux et on sait, mon Dieu, quelle atrocité les gens ont traversé, il les a évoquées. Et je crois que dans ce sens-là, il y a beaucoup d'espérance en même temps quand il dit que le pape est comme le messager de Dieu, le messager qui apporte la paix, le messager qui apporte l'espérance, l'envoyé de Dieu.
As we can hear, it is the hymn of St. Francis of Assisi, Make Me an Instrument of Your Peace. A wonderful hymn sung by the choir there present in the cathedral, and that again was the prayer for
peace. On behalf
peace.
of the traditional rulers of the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, on the occasion of the maiden visit of His Holiness Pope Leo XIV at the Metropolitan Cathedral, Mancon, Bamenda. Your Holiness, on behalf of the traditional rulers, custodians of the heritage and traditions of the Northwest and Southwest regions, I wish to offer a cordial welcome to you in Mancon, Bamenda, Cameroon. The traditional rulers have played a very important strategic role in the establishment and growth of Christianity in Cameroon, especially west of the Mongo River. With Catholicism, when Catholicism came to Cameroon in 1890, and in this part of the country with the missionaries arriving at Bonjongo in 1894, they were welcomed by the traditional rulers of the time. Most of the lands on which the churches and schools were built were donated by the traditional rulers. And today we can proudly say that we too have been evangelizers by extension. Particularly, I am glad that I am welcoming the Pope, head of the Catholic Church in the world, in Mancon land. And this cathedral in which we are is built on land that was given by my grandfather, King Deofro III, for the creation of the first parish here in 1935. The people of Mancon wish to thank you for this great honor. We use this opportunity to thank the Pope for the great work of evangelization and the social services the Catholic Church offers to our people. Some of the best schools, colleges, universities, hospitals, and orphanages are run by the Catholic Church. We pray the Church continues to improve the lives of our people through these services. There are some traditional practices that were not compatible with Christian values, and some of those have gradually disappeared with education. We thank you that during the Synod on synodality.
Again, sorry, we're just having some audio and video challenges with the connection in Bamenda to here in Rome and to sharing it with all of you. But again, we are currently hearing the speech by the traditional paramount King of Mancon. And as we heard him speaking about the connection with the history of the Mancon people and their connection to the arrival of Christianity and Catholicism in this part of Cameroon in 1890. And that connects well with the continuing legacy that we were hearing him say about the colleges, hospitals, orphanages, and now universities that are present in Bamenda and the surrounding areas as a result of the work and guidance of the Catholic Church as well as the other Christian faiths that are around. And as we heard before, parts of the Archbishop of Bamenda's speech to the Holy Father, who expressed the joy and gratitude to have the presence of the Holy Father here in Bamenda. And he spoke about the suffering that the community there has been facing for the last 8 years with the ongoing conflict. But he did stress that many people have suffered from this situation that they did not create, and that thousands are either internally displaced or escaped as refugees. Many people, priests, religious, and even bishops, he said, have either been harassed, beaten, kidnapped, or killed. But he said, Most Holy Father, today your feet are standing on the soil of Bamenda that has drunk the blood of many of our children. And he stressed, though, that the people of Bamenda can address themselves in the messianic words of the prophet Isaiah, which reads, A people that walked in darkness has seen a great light. And he highlighted that the Holy Father's the Holy Father's presence here is a great blessing and a consoling presence. The Archbishop said, "We are happy because in this time of crisis, we see you as a messenger of peace." And for those of you who have the images, we now see that the Supreme Traditional Chief of Mancon has finished his speech, and now we will see and hopefully hear the testimony of the Emeritus Moderator of the Presbyterian Church, Fonki Samuel Forba. As we wait and see if the audio connects. Again, we continue to look at the Archbishop's message, which stressed that there is no Protestant or Catholic peace, that there is just peace, and that all of the people in Bamenda, in that area, are seeking peace to live and share this experience of seeking for peace together. The Archbishop said, "Your Holiness, we shall not waste the chance that your presence offers us to continue to work for peace, justice, and reconciliation." He stressed that we are sure that your coming to Bamenda is like the rain that never falls to the earth without watering the ground. So too, he continued, we believe that your visit will not leave us to continue fighting, but to start loving one another. And this message from the Archbishop of Bamenda comes on this second day of Pope Leo's visit to Cameroon, but his fourth day during this apostolic journey to 4 African countries. He was previously in Algeria. And that second message that we heard some parts of was from the Supreme Traditional Chief of Mancon, again expressing his gratitude for the Pope's visit and his time taken here to be with the people of Bamenda, but as the traditional leader said, on Mancon land. So this is the Pope's first encounter here in Bamenda, this peace meeting with the Bamenda community at the Cathedral of Saint-Joseph. And as we continue to wait for the audio to connect, we'll be hearing other testimonies from the Imam of the Central Mosque, as well as consecrated religious sister, and the testimony of a family of internally displaced persons, so those who have been affected by this ongoing conflict in this part of Cameroon, before we hear the Pope's words addressed to the people here, stressing the importance of peace. And just yesterday in Yaoundé, in Cameroon, Pope Leo also had spoken about peace, which we've already seen has been a topic of the 2 testimonies that we've heard parts of. And yesterday the Pope said, "I come among you as a pastor, as a servant of dialogue, fraternity, and peace." And that's how he addressed the people of Cameroon. In just a few words, he set the tone for his stay in the country, doing so in front of an assembly that first welcomed him with joyful shouts and then listened attentively to his speech, the first that he had given as he arrived on Cameroonian soil. And at the presidential palace yesterday in Yaoundé, adorned with yellow and white flowers, the Vatican colors, and before local authorities, representatives of civil society, and the diplomatic corps, Pope Leo spoke in French and thanked them for the warm welcome of this miniature Africa, as Cameroon is called, because of its richness of territories, cultures, languages, and traditions. And the Pope stressed that diversity is not a weakness, it's a treasure, and it represents a promise of fraternity and a solid foundation for building a lasting peace. Also, during his visit yesterday in Yaoundé, the Pope visited the Ngul Zamba orphanage, and he addressed the children, expressing his joy at being with them, and described the orphanage as a place that has become a true home. And he reminded them all that above all, it's God who welcomes them. And now, as you can hear, we have the audio back, and we're going to listen to the choir. Well, again, we're just having the difficulty connecting, but here's the beautiful hymn from the choir. And now we will hear the testimony of the Imam of the Central Mosque, Abuea, Mohammed Abu Akar,
of the Pope Leo XIV to Bamenda Cathedral, meeting with the people of Bamenda this Thursday, 16th of April 2026. Speech from the Chief Imam of Buea on behalf of the Muslim community of Northwest and Southwest. Your Holiness, I greet you in the name of Allah, who is most compassionate, the most merciful. The Islamic community is happy with your presence here as a representative of God, who is the author of all that is good, who is the bringer of peace, the lover of mankind. On the 14th of November, 2025, Your Holiness, some armed men invaded the mosque of Sabga, about 20 kilometers from Bamenda, during prayer session, and killed 3 people, injuring 9 others. Again, on the 14th of January, 2026, armed men targeted cattle raiders from the Boro ethnic community and killed at least 15 people. Including children. The Islamic community has suffered in many English-speaking towns and villages. And there were Muslim victims in what has come to be known.
Again, we apologize for the connection, but we did hear just a bit of the beginning of the Chief Imam Mohammed Abu Bakr of the Buea Central Mosque. And he was talking about some recent attacks that had happened in Bamenda and the surrounding areas.
Businesses have been closed down.
And here we have the rest of his audio.
Rocking our regions. We thank God that this crisis has not degenerated into a religious war. And we are still trying to love one another despite our religions. Holy Father, welcome and please help us to have peace again.
That again being the testimony of the Imam of the Central Mosque, reiterating the message that we've heard from the previous testimonies as well, that the Holy Father's presence is a sign of peace and a consoling presence in this community that has suffered much due to the ongoing conflict that has been going on for the last almost decade. And this message of peace, as I mentioned, continues. And we will again listen to the audio here by Sister Karin Tangeri Mangu.
The consecrated women of the ecclesiastical province of Bamenda are delighted to have you among us. This is a great consolation for us who have been working among the poor and destitute of our communities. We are involved mostly in pastoral work in the dioceses, hospital, and education apostolates, social works, psychosocial support to the traumatized, and spiritual works in our communities. Your presence here is a great encouragement to us who exercise our apostolate in very trying circumstances. Since the start of this crisis, we do our work with a lot of fear and great insecurity. On the 14th of November, while returning from Bamenda to Elak Oku, where we teach in the primary school, Sister Mediatrice and myself were abducted by some gunmen around Babugo and carried into the bush, where we were held hostage for 3 days and 3 nights. During those days and nights, we neither slept nor ate. We were moved by motorbikes from place to place, sometimes at 1 a.m. to avoid being located. We went on hunger strike and explained to our captors that we were just doing our work for the poor people. They demanded us to give telephone numbers so that they could collect ransom. It was a difficult moment for us because besides being ruffled around, we could neither bathe, eat, drink water as we wanted, or even had sleep. What kept our hope alive was the rosary, which we prayed continuously for those days. We were released after 3 days, following some negotiations. Most Holy Father, this is the situation under which many consecrated women do their work and live lives within this war zone. Some have undergone more dramatic and more traumatizing experiences, but we continue to rely on the help of God and the intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary. We count on your prayers and paternal solicitude. Most Holy Father, may I also ask that you kindly pray for the eternal repose of the soul of my mother who passed away a few days ago.
That was the testimony of Sister Karine Taringi Mangu, sister of St. Anne, who recounted the harrowing story of her and the other sister who were kidnapped. And this is a story that happens all too frequently. And offering and asking the Holy Father for his prayers, both for their work and for her mother, as she said, who passed away. Sister Karine also spoke about her family, and now we hear this family.
Wife and 3 children from Biame, Diocese of Kumbu, now resident in Gomgam, Bamenda. Most Holy Father, it is said that every dark cloud has a silver lining. I could never dream one day that in my life I will speak to the Holy Father, but thanks to the misfortune that befell us, here am I addressing the Holy Father. My family and I come from Biame in Kumbu Diocese, where I was selling wholesale drinks from brasseries to Cameroon and Guinea. When the war broke out in 2017, these drinks were banned, and those of us who sold these drinks were targeted. 5 of my neighbors were killed, and 1 of my close friends was also killed. We are busy burning down houses. In 2017, I escaped with my family out of Biame, abandoning all that all that I ever owned, including houses, farm, animals, and my kids had not been seen. My kid has to abandon school after seeing no better in Bamenda. I decided to Douala to look for a livelihood and not finding anything better. I returned to Bamenda. I now live in a little rented house with my entire family, working as a gateman in the hospital of Marian Soledad, and at the same time working as a gardener in the parish of Immaculate Conception, Gomgam. Thanks you, Holy Father, for coming to console us. Mr. Dennis Salo, wife and children.
That was again the testimony of Dennis Salo, his wife and their 3 children, who were internally displaced during this ongoing conflict and the repercussions that happened due to the internal conflict. And after that testimony, now we will hear the address of Pope Leo, the Holy Father, to the community of Bamenda during this peace meeting. And the Holy Father will speak in English, so I will not offer any translations, as long as the audio continues to stay with us. But again, this is a beautiful meeting with the people of the community of Bamenda, a meeting with different people of different faiths, as we heard the Imam and the emeritus leader of the Presbyterian Church.
It is a joy for me to be with you in this region that has suffered so greatly. As your testimonies have just demonstrated, the lived experience of suffering by your community
We apologize again for the quality of the transmission. It's a bit difficult to connect with the audio and the video, but we just look back at some of the words of the testimonies that we have heard, and the thread throughout all of these messages has been peace and a hope for a future with an end to this conflict that so many people here
now I would like
have
to
suffered.
Respond. How beautiful are your
That was Pope Leo as we continue to hear the audio coming in and out. We once again apologize for the quality of the audio and the images.
We all continue on the path of goodness. I am grateful for your words of welcome, because it is true. I am here to proclaim peace. Yet I find it is you who are proclaiming peace to me and to the entire world. As one of you observed, the crisis impacting these regions of Cameroon has brought Christian and Muslim communities closer than ever before. Indeed, your religious leaders have come together to establish a movement for peace through which they seek to mediate between the opposing sides. I wish this would happen in so many other places of the world. Your witness, your work for peace can be a model for the whole world. Jesus told us, "Blessed are the peacemakers." But woe to those who manipulate religion in the very name of God for their own military, economic, or political gain, dragging that which is sacred into darkness and filth. Yes, my dear sisters and brothers, you who hunger and thirst for justice, who are poor, merciful, meek, and pure of heart, you who have wept, you are the light of the world. Bamenda, today you are the city on the hill, resplendent in the eyes of all. Sisters and brothers, be the salt that continuously gives flavor to this land. Do not lose your flavor, even in the years to come. Cherish all the shared moments that have brought you together in these times of sorrow. Let us all cherish this day when we have come together to work for peace. Be like oil poured out upon the wounds of your brothers and sisters. In this regard, I would like to express gratitude to all those, particularly the lay and religious women who care for individuals traumatized by violence. It is an enormous task that goes unseen day by day. And as Sister Karine reminded us, it is also dangerous. The masters of war pretend not to know that it takes only a moment to destroy. Yet often, a lifetime is often not enough to rebuild. They turn a blind eye to the fact that billions of dollars are spent on killing, on devastation, yet the resources needed for healing, education, and restoration are nowhere to be found. Those who rob your land of its resources generally invest much of the profit in weapons, thus perpetuating an endless cycle
as we were hearing Pope Leo's address to the meeting.
Denounced and rejected.
We listen once again.
Make a decisive change of course, a conversion that will lead us in the opposite direction, onto a sustainable path rich in human fraternity. The world is being ravaged by a handful of tyrants, yet is held together by a multitude of supportive brothers and sisters. They are the descendants of Abraham, as numerous as the stars in the sky and the grains of sand on the seashore. Let us look into each other's eyes. We are this immense people. Peace is not something we must invent. It is something we must embrace by accepting our neighbor as our brother and as our sister. We do not choose our brothers and sisters. We simply must accept one another. We are one family inhabiting the same home, this wonderful planet that ancient cultures have cared for over millennia. Pope Francis is in. As I listen to your words, wrote in the hearts of the people.
In this world. Dear brothers and sisters of Bamenda, it is with these sentiments that I am here today among you. Let us serve peace together. We have to regard ourselves as sealed, even branded by this mission of bringing light, blessing, enlivening, raising up, healing, and freeing. All around us, we begin to see nurses with soul, teachers with soul, politicians with soul, people who have chosen
as
deep
sealed,
down,
even branded by this mission of bringing light, blessing, enlivening, raising up, healing, and freeing. All around us, we begin to see nurses with soul, teachers with soul, politicians with soul, people who have chosen deep down to be with others and for others. Thus, my beloved predecessor exhorted us to walk together, each of us according to our own vocation, stretching the boundaries of our communities, beginning with concrete efforts on the local level in order to love our neighbor, whomever and wherever he or she may be. You are witnesses to this silent revolution. As the Imam said, let us thank God that this crisis has not degenerated into a religious war and that we are all still trying to love one another. Let us move forward courageously without losing heart, and above all, together, always together. Let us walk together in love, searching always for peace. Thank you.
And those were the words of Pope Leo during this peace meeting, again reiterating this call to peace and hope in walking together to love one another in the midst of this crisis. And now we hear another hymn from the choir present in the Cathedral of Saint-Joseph.
Maria, full of grace.
And as we continue to hear the hymn, Mamma Maria, and for those of you who have the images, we see Pope Leo making his way down the central aisle of the cathedral, also taking a few moments to greet people in the pews, dressed in beautiful traditional attire. And for those of you who might not have the images, outside the Cathedral Saint-Joseph de Bamenda, we see people holding doves outside the cathedral. As we know, doves are often a sign of peace. As Pope Leo makes his way out of the cathedral, again with the beautiful hymn, Mamma Maria. Now Pope Leo joins the other 6 people holding the doves, and he takes a dove himself. Again, we apologize for the quality of the images and the audio cutting in and out. But again, we see Pope Leo standing outside with the 6 other people holding doves outside the cathedral after this peace meeting.
My dear brothers and sisters, today the Lord has chosen all of us to be the workers who bring peace to this land. Let us all say a prayer to the Lord that peace will truly reign among us, that as we release these white doves, symbol of peace, that God's peace will be upon all of us, upon this land, and keep us all united in His peace. Praise the Lord!
And as we hear and we saw, just briefly, the Pope and the 6 other people released the doves into the air after Pope Leo's call to peace and reminder of our mission, all of us called to work together for peace. And we hear the shouts and screams of the people all around, joining in Pope Leo for this message of peace. So these 6 people. And with these images, this ends our live broadcast of the peace meeting with the Bamenda community with Pope Leo XIV from the Cathedral of St. Joseph. To look back at this or any other event, please visit our Vatican News website, Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube accounts. My name is Kelsey Gussie, and it has been my pleasure to provide the English commentary for you today. On behalf of Vatican Media, I would like to thank our sound engineer, Father Felipe Herrera, and our audio coordinator, Luca Rossi. Our media partners, EWTN TV, Catholic Faith Network in America, Salt and Light TV, Shalom World TV, of Madashan TV, Catholic TV, and Mada TV, who made this broadcast possible, and a special thanks to all of you for joining us. Until next time, Laudetur Jesus Christus, praised be Jesus Christ.